Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Staying focused, we know our day coming. Negative vibes, we escape from it. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I'm gonna get right into it. Recently, I've been noticing, with Stephen A. Smith that he's trying to change his public image, right? He's trying to go along with like whatever like the popular stance is on certain topics or certain issues. He's trying to go with that. And I noticed that more and more about Stephen A. Smith lately. So my question is like, will people allow Stephen A. Smith to change his image? Once people have seen like what he was willing to do as far as like throw different players under the bus and take stances that were not only just unpopular. It's nothing wrong with taking an unpopular stance, but take stances, push a narrative for people, for his company that he knew that wasn't, like a lot of people didn't agree with, or something that in a lot of cases that wasn't even correct. He would take a stance just for the fact that, he didn't care what the masses thought, because he didn't really need the masses to be, on his side. He was more so concerned about, his bosses and what they thought. But now that he's trying to shift a little bit, because he can see the writing on the wall. Like, he has his own podcast. And so if he keeps on taking those kind of stances, that will affect him on his podcast. And that'll cause people to tune out if he is that kind of if he takes a stance that like people don't agree with, or he just go ahead and do things that people think that are more so like for clickbait, right? And so now, because I was watching him, he has some really positive things to say recently about Kevin Durant and his performance in his first game back, in the Olympics, right? And Kevin Durant was one of the players that, he used to go at all the time and criticize and talk bad about. So now he had, now he's changed his tune about Kevin Durant, right? Not only that, with the Steve Kerr situation, he went at Steve Kerr a little bit also about Steve Kerr not playing Jason Tatum, which I think if he had did this segment on ESPN instead of his podcast, he probably would have tried to defend Steve Kerr and in some type of way. But now, like he has his own show, and like I say, I don't think he want to be he don't want to be like a shock jock on his own show. So he wants to try to be more of a popular guy. But I think, I don't think people are really not going to really buy into this. I think he's gone too far down that rabbit hole as far as like some of the outrageous things he was willing to say against players or people that he really didn't didn't care about. And so that's my take on it. I want to know, what do y'all think? Like, will Stephen A. Smith be able to change his image? Will you allow him to, like, will you forget about some of the things or some of the stunts that he pulled, or some of the things that he said about, like, like your favorite players or say coaches, or even situations that went on within the community that he was willing to throw people under the bus just for the just so he could make himself look good for the powers that be. With that being said, leave a comment. I'm interested to know how you feel about Stephen A. Smith and his attempt to change his image. Comment. Also, make sure again to like and subscribe, and I will check you all out on my next video.